Knock, knock. Hello. Are you there? It's the English channel calling. It's time to sing, play, and learn with E for T, the Learning TV.
Hello, welcome to the English channel. Io sono Sam
And my name is Emily.
In questa puntata vedremo gli ambienti della casa, la cucina, il bagno, la camera da letto, tutti quelli che trovate nelle vostre case bambini. Ready to learn with us?
Hello friends, it's me, Teacher Emily. Welcome back. So, today in this episode, we are going to learn everything about the house. So first, we are going to learn how you call the outside of the house, and then we are going to walk in and see room by room. So, are you ready to learn? Let's start with the outside of the house. So look, I have a house right here. If you look at the house, you can see it has a roof. Can you say the word roof? Very good. Then, attached to the roof, we have a chimney. Can you see the chimney? The smoke comes out of the chimney. Yes. Then, of course, to make the house sturdy and strong, we need some walls. Yes, walls. Very good. Now, we also need some windows. Can you say windows? Very good, kids. You can look outside from the windows. Yes. And what do you see looking out of your window? Do you see the mountains, or maybe the beach, or maybe another house? Then we have the door. We use the door and we open it to walk into the house. Yes. So, now that we've learnt how we call the roof, the walls, the chimney, we are going to play our first game. We love games. So, are you ready? Look closely at the image. So, can you see this house? And can you see what's missing? Can you see what's missing? Well, yes, we're missing windows. Very good. You were very, very careful there. Now, let's play again. Are you ready? So now, what's missing? Look closely. Can you see what's missing? Well, yes, we're missing a door. Oh, can you imagine how would you walk into a house with no door? That was very good. Now, let's keep playing. Are you ready? What's missing? Well, of course, we're missing the roof. Oh, we need a roof to cover our heads. Very good, kids. You're paying attention. So, let's go with the next one. Are you ready? So, what's missing? Look closely. I know you found what's missing. We're missing the chimney. Yes, we're missing the chimney. That was hard, but you did very good. And for our last one. Are you ready? Have a look and tell me what's missing. Yeah, look closely. I know you can see. It's also very funny, isn't it? Well, of course, we're missing walls. Oh, it would be so cold to have a house with no walls. Great, kids. That was a great job. Now, let's open the door and walk into our house. And we are going to see what rooms we have in the house. So let's see them all, and then we're going to take a closer look to each one of them. So, are you ready to take a tour of this house with me? So let's have a look. In my house, I have a kitchen. So look, this is the kitchen. Then I have a bathroom. Can you repeat with me and say bathroom? Very good. How many bathrooms do your house have? Do you have one bathroom or maybe two? So let's see another room that I have in my house, and it's of course the bedroom. Can you say bedroom? Such a cute bedroom. And then our last room of the house is the living room. Can you repeat with me and say living room? So, these are the most important rooms of the house. Now, shall we go in each room and take a closer look? So first, I am going to jump into the kitchen. This is the kitchen. Yes, what do we do in the kitchen? Well, the kitchen is where we cook our food. Do you like cooking in the kitchen? I love to make pizza. So, let's see what we have in the kitchen. Well, we have a fridge, and the fridge is where we put all of our food. Exactly. Then, every kitchen has cabinets, and cabinets is where you put your food that doesn't go into the fridge, okay? And maybe some pans, okay? And pots that you use to cook. Then we have the stove. The stove is where you put the pan and you cook your pasta, right? And then we have the oven. I use the oven to bake pizza and make delicious cakes. So now let's move on to the living room. Can you say living room? Well, the living room is the room of the house where we spend more time. So, what do we do in the living room? Well, in the living room, you can read a book or also watch TV. So let's see what we can find in a living room. Well, of course, we have a sofa where you lay down and watch TV and relax after a hard day. Then we can have a lamp in the living room. You can also find a carpet on the floor and also a bookcase to store all of your books. And if you're very lucky, you might also have a fireplace. So then we can move on to the bathroom. So let's repeat together and say bathroom. Very good, kids. So, what do you do in the bathroom? Well, the bathroom is the room of the house where we take a bath, or you can also take a shower. But not only, it's also the room where you wash your face, brush your teeth, and also comb your hair. So let's see what we can find in a bathroom. Well, of course, you can find a bathtub, or if you don't have a bathtub, you can find a shower. Then we have the sink, where you open the water and wash your face and brush your teeth. And then, of course, we also have the toilet. Because you brush your teeth and wash your face in the bathroom, you might also find a toothbrush and some towels. Very good. Now, let's move into the last room of the house, that is the bedroom. Let's repeat together and say bedroom. Well, you know what you do in this room. So, the primary thing we do in our bedroom is, of course, go to sleep. Yes, you sleep in your bedroom. But you can also read a book in your bedroom or play some games. So let's see what we can find in a bedroom. Well, of course, we are going to have a bed with a nice comfy pillow and a blanket to keep you warm. Then you can find a bedside table, okay? So the little table you have beside your bed. And then you can also find some books and also some games, some toys. So kids, did you learn all of the names of the rooms of the house? Now we are ready to play some games. So now kids, are you ready to play a game? We are going to play I Spy. So you are going to see a room of the house and I am going to ask you, can you find, and you need to find the right object of that room. So, are you ready to play? Let's start with our first room, that is the living room. Yes, so now you are seeing this beautiful living room. So, eyes wide open. Can you find the sofa? I'm going to give you a couple seconds to find the sofa. And it's purple. I'm going to give you this hint. Have you found it? Well, yes, of course. That's the sofa, boys and girls. Great job. Now, let's move on. Can you find the fireplace? I'm going to give you some time to find the fireplace. Look, it's in the middle of our room. It has fire and it keeps you warm. Have you found the fireplace? Well, yes, That's the fireplace. Very, very good. So, let's do something else. Can you find the bookshelf? Have a look in the living room if you can find the bookshelf. Have a look, it's where we have all of our books. Have you found it? Well, yes, boys and girls, that's the bookcase. Very, very good. And now we are ready to move on to our second room of the house, that is the kitchen. So, are your eyes wide open for this game? So kids, can you find the fridge? Have a look. My fridge is yellow and it's where you put all of your food inside. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to find the fridge. Did you find it? Great job. That is the fridge. Very, very good. Now, can you find the oven? Can you find the oven? Have a look closely. It's where you cook pizza or cakes. I'm going to give you a couple seconds again. Yes, great job, boys and girls. That's the oven. Very, very good. And the last thing that we are going to spy in our kitchen is a pot. Can you find a pot? It is on top of the stove. Have a look closely to see if you can find it. And there it is. Great job. You found everything in this kitchen. So now we can move on to our next room. That is the bedroom. So this is my bedroom. So eyes wide open for this I spy into the bedroom. So, can you find the bed? Have a look closely to see if you can find the bed. My bed is all blue. Have you found it? Well, of course, that is the bed. Great job. Now, let's move on to something else. Can you find the guitar in this bedroom? Have a look if you can find the guitar. We use the guitar to play some music. Have you found it? Well, yes, there it is. So, let's see something else. Can you find the lamp? Can you find the lamp? It's blue and it's on my bedside table. So, a couple seconds to look for the lamp. Have you found it? Well, yes, that's my lamp. You are doing so good, kids. And now we are ready to move to our last room of the house. That is the bathroom. So, again, eyes wide open for the I spy in the bathroom. So, kids, can you find the bathtub? Have a look if you can find the bathtub. We fill it up with loads of water and bubbles to have a bath. Have you found it? Yes, that is the bathtub. Very good. Are you ready for the next one? We are going to see if we can find the sink. Can you find the sink? It's the object that you use to then brush your teeth and wash your face. Can you see it? Well, yes, that is the sink. Very, very good. And the last thing that we are going to look for in our bathroom is the toilet. Can you find the toilet? Well, I can see it right there next to the sink. Yes, boys and girls, you've found it. So you found everything in this bathroom. So kids, we learned all of the names of the rooms, and also we had a closer look at each room. We saw all of the things that belong to each room, and we also played some fun games. So, I hope you had fun learning and playing games with me.
Eccoci di nuovo. Avete imparato tutti gli spazi della vostra casa? Come sono le vostre case? Big, little. Ogni spazio a sé, ma noi abbiamo imparato come si dice in inglese ogni ambiente della vostra casa. Continuate a seguirci e non mancate alla prossima puntata.
See you soon.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. Our English time has come to an end. Don't forget to come back to sing, play and learn. Always with E for T, the Learning TV.